Okay, new update just dropped. Let's see what's going on here. Floor 1500? What even is this team? Where did all the tanks of support go? What? What the hell is going on? Well, let's just say that there were some pretty major changes that came with this update. Let's talk about how you can replicate the new strategies to get up to 148 selected bandit controllers. So for those of you who didn't watch my previous in-depth explanation of Tetis Season 2, here's a very short overview about the new level and season specialty point system. In the new season of Tetis, you gain Tetis ESP in addition to coins from the floors and sweeping. The amount of Tetis ESP earned from sweeping increases by 100 every 20 floors, and the Tetis coin rate increases at these floors before both the EXP and coin rate caps at floor 401 at 400 EXP and 60 to 80 coins per sweep. The gained Tetis ESP will go toward the Tetis level, which will give stat increases and 1 season specialty point per level. These season specialty points can then be used to light up these nodes that will make clearing really easy. When you're first starting, these general nodes don't offer much value. Use Meteor or Poison from the season specialty point track as your source of damage and create a stall team around Beth or Ascended Knight. Both heroes offer great sustainability to your team purely by the ability to negate massive amount of damage on their own. Add some HP and defense party buffs along with healers, some skill damage party buffs, and 1 weapon regen hero to form the ideal stall team. Use Little Princess figurine for non-healers, vending machine for healers, and relics with PvE damage reduction to complete the setup. Here is an example of a stall team that my good friend Starr used to push into 200s as a level 13, and this team is perfectly usable even into the later stages. Since the boss stage is quite different mechanics-wise, you could benefit from a changing setup. Add some points toward the element resistance node to prevent your team from getting stunned too often. Use Poison over Meteor. You'll be surprised how much damage Poison contributes to your clear. I got this boss team from Starr and it's really easy to use. You can swap Lantu for Une if you want a bit more damage, but no adjustments needs to be made otherwise, even when dealing with different elements. Veronica should always use Helios, which is Dolph's exclusive weapon, for the high element. I recommend keeping the game at 1x speed for boss stages so the heroes have time to move out of the electricity. If you get stuck, manually place your heroes diagonally from the boss to lower the chance of being hammered. Once you reach level 16, you will have enough points to light up this node, which gives non-healing support heroes like Ara and Veronica the ability to give the team an 1000% defense buff. Where you get more points, fill the bottom track first to buff the support heroes before moving to the top for the tanks. While most people use Una and Ara for the summons, it is possible to use other support heroes like Aisha, Karina, Noctia, Camille, and Venetti to fill up the team. This is the setup I recommend the most for the support team. Aisha really brings a great deal of value to the team with her HP party buff and her attack and crit buffs, even without being massively broken or blessed. 2 major changes happened in this update. The floor cap was increased from 799 to 1500, and the melee and range track for the season specialty points got buffed. The increased floor cap gave us a lot more first play rewards, up to 7,000 more coins and 71 more selective bandit controllers, and the buff season specialty point tracks gave everyone the opportunity to access these rewards. At level 41, you will have enough points to unlock the node for the Tetis Guardian spell. Bring 8 of your best melee heroes, ideally ones with defense debuffs, to stall the enemies for 15 seconds and just watch the Tetis go to work after she gets summoned. If you think this is crazy already, take a look at this clip. The ranged heroes seem to be invincible and are absolutely melting the boss. This is made possible by this node, which gives each ranged class heroes immunity for 5 hits when maxed. Not only does the ranged team clear the levels quicker than the melee or support teams, but you also don't even need much investment either. Just bring 4 ranged party buffs, 2 crit buffs, and 2 crit hit multiplier buffs, or Excel, and you'll be fine. This was the team that someone on the Korean server used to get to floor 1500. As you can see, they use many heroes that are not blessed, or engraved, or limit broken. Now, the only problem with both the melee and range setup is that you need to be at least Tetis level 41 to have enough season specialty points to set up the notes properly for these strategies to work. I'll put the math on the screen, but the TLDR is that it will take a lot of stamina to get enough Tetis ESP to reach level 41. Therefore, the optimal path for a push in the season is to push as many floors as you can for a higher Tetis ESP sweeping rate. Once you get stuck, sweep until you reach the next Tetis level for that stat increase before pushing again. If you're lucky, you might get yourself a high level air plug from the sweeps, which will give you a big advantage by providing up to 3 extra energy at the start of the battle. If you can, I recommend making the switch from the Beth or Ascended Knight team to the support team at level 16, and then move into the melee or ranged teams at level 41. Keep in mind that the sweeping reward stops increasing at floor 401, so you can relax after clearing floor 401 and let your level stack up before pushing again. With a clear and easy path to the top, if you can push decently far into Tetis with what you already have, I do recommend giving Tetis a shot for those 148 selected banner controllers. But if you're a new player with barely 8 heroes to use, I will still hold off on Tetis to get your account up to standard first. Otherwise, you'll be stuck sweeping low Tetis floors, which means an even higher stamina wastage than what I've previously shown. You would be much better off farming Evolution Dungeon to 5-star your heroes, or farming Gold or Item Dungeon to get more usable equipments. At the end of the day, the question you need to answer for yourself is, does the number of selective banner controllers I can potentially get justify the progression I would lose from this stamina investment? Overall, I'm pretty happy with the changes that came with this update. To be clear, the books are still massively overpriced, and the Tetis shop still has a long way to go to match the free-to-playness of the pre-Season 3 update, where all these Awakening, Dream, Legendary Stones, along with the Hero Crystals, were completely free in the Amazon shop. But I love the fact that they adjusted the Season Specialty Point track so that even free-to-play players can access the rewards scattered along the Tetis floor. If I have to critique the game mode itself, I do think it would be better if players can pick between the melee, support, or range track right from the start without the level 20 or level 41 requirements. It would be nice if the rewards and sweeping rates could be more front-loaded, so beginners can have easier access to the resources, and in-game players like myself don't need to spend hours rushing to get the max sweeping rate within 48 hours of the game mode's release. That being said, considering the insanely generous amount of selective banner controllers available, I'm pretty content with what the new Tetis season has to offer. If you would like to learn more about Tetis or do some calculations, I have my spreadsheet linked down below. The Tetis level system has been corrected since my last Tetis video. Shout out to Corwen and T who made this possible, and a few community sweeping averages have been included for your reference. So check out the updated version if you have made a copy before. You can find my sweeping records and the averages on the second sheet. Naux, who is a good friend of mine, noticed that the smaller you sweep, the higher your average seems to get. So I've been doing single 10 stamina sweeps lately, and my averages are definitely looking much better than before. You can give this a shot and let me know if this works for you too. Anyway, that's all for now. Stay tuned for the Road Achievement videos. Bye!